Hi friends, my name is Milan Tolaria. In this video, we will see exercise 1.3 question number 4. In previous video, we learned up to the question number 3. Okay, so now let's start it with question number 4. Express 0.9999 in the form P by Q. Are you surprised by your answer? Discuss why the answer makes sense with your teacher and classmates. Okay, we need to follow the same method as per the question number 3. Okay, so first of all, here assume x is equals to this number 0.9999 continuously. Okay, so here 9 is repeating digit, right? So only one digit is repeating here. Okay, it is 9. So we can also write this number like this, 0.9 bar. Okay, so first of all, here our original question is 0.9 bar. Okay, so first of all we need to assume x is equals to 0.999 continuously. Okay, then we need to multiply this equation by 10. Why 10? Because here only one digit is repeating, right? Here only one digit is repeating, 9. So if one digit is repeating, then we need to multiply with 10. Okay, so here 10x is equals to, now here we need to multiply with 10. Okay, now if we multiply with 10, then this decimal point moves one digit right hand side. Okay, so this becomes 9.999 continuously. Okay, so 10x is equals to 9.9999 continuously. Now what we need to do, x is equals to 0.99. Here we need to give equation number A, here we need to give equation B. Then we need to subtract equation A from B. Okay, so first of all write down equation number B. So our equation B, it is 10x is equals to 9.9999 continuously, and we need to subtract, so minus sign. Our equation A, it is x is equals to 0.999 continuously. Okay, now if we subtract this two equation, then here 9 cancel. Okay, so after decimal point all the digits are cut. Okay, after decimal points all the digits are cut. So here 9 minus 0, it's a 9 only. Okay, 9 minus 0, it's a 9. And here 10x minus 1x. 10x minus 1x, it is 9x. Okay, so 9x is equals to 9. Okay, 9x is equals to 9. Now for finding out the value of x, we need to transfer this 9 to the right hand side. Okay, for finding out the value of x, we need to transfer this 9 to the right hand side. Okay, so transfer this 9 to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator. Okay, here we have 9, and if we transfer this 9 to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator, so divide by 9. Now x is equals to 9 ones are 9, so x is equals to 1. Okay, so here our original question is 0.999, but here we get the answer 1, right? This is the nearest value, right? That's why it is written here. Are you surprised by your answer? Because here you have 0.999 and you will get the answer 1. Okay, that's why it is written here. Are you surprised by your answer? Discuss why the answer makes sense with your teacher and classmates. Okay, so yes, at a glance we are surprised at our answer. Okay, because here we get the round figure answer, that's why. But the answer makes sense when we observe that 0.999 goes on forever, so that there is no gap between 1 and 0.99, and hence they are equal. Okay, this is continuous number 0.99999. Okay, So after that 1 is there, so there is no gap between these two numbers. That's why we consider as equal. Okay. Then number 5. What can the maximum number of digit be in the recurring block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Okay, we just need to find the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. Okay, what can the maximum number of digit be in the recurring block of digit in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Perform the division to check your answer. Okay, so here we need to multiply 1 by 17. Okay, so first of all division is not possible, so here 0 and point, we need to apply one decimal point, so here we get 1 0. Okay, again we cannot divide 10 by 17, so in answer we need to put 1 0, so here we get one extra 0. Okay, now 17 and 100, 17 5s are 85, right? So remainder 15, and we already put decimal point, that's why we get one extra 0, so 150. Now in table of 17 we want 150. Okay, so in table of 17 5s are 85, 7 6 are 102, 17 7s are 119, and 17 8s are 136. Okay, so 17 8s are 136, so here 14 remainder, again we get 1 0 because we already put decimal point, right? So 17 again 8s are 136. Okay, now 4 is remainder, so it becomes 40. 17 2s are 34. Okay, here 6 is remainder, so it becomes 60. Okay, now if we think about 60, then 17 3s are 51, so 9 remainder, again we get 1 0. 17 5s are 85, so 5 is remainder, it becomes 50. 17 2s are 34, 16 remainder, so 160. Now 17 9s are 153, so we get remainder 7, so it becomes 70. Okay, so 17 4s are 68. Okay, 2 remainder, it becomes 20. 17 1s are 17. 3 remainder 30. 17 1s are 17. 13 remainder 130. 17 7s are 119. 11 remainder becomes 110. 17 6 are 102. 8 remainder, okay, it becomes 80. Now 17 4s are 68. Here 12 is remainder, it becomes 120. 17 7s are 119. 1 remainder. Okay, so initially we have 1, and right now we are also get 1. Now our remainder is same. Okay, that means now onward we get the same recurring digits. Okay, all this process after this number of digits, this process is repeat. Okay, because our remainder is same, so again we get here 100, after again 17 5s are 85, and this continuous process. Okay, so here 0.058823529411767. Okay, so you will get this number of recurring digits. Okay, 0.058823529411767. So total how many digits are there? Just count this digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Total 16 digits, right? So here 16 digits are recurring digit. Okay, so here you need to do the division process of 1 by 17. Okay, then you will get your answer. Okay, now next is question number 6. Look, at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal representation, otherwise expansion. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? Again, read this question. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers with no common factor other than 1 and having terminating decimal expansion. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? Okay, so we need to find some examples which have terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so here in this PDF I've already written some example. 5 by 2 it's a 2.5, 5 by 4 it's a 1.25, 2 by 5 it's a 0.4, 2 by 10 it's a 0.2, and 5 by 16 it is 0.3125. So these are the example which have terminating decimal expansion. Now if we look at the p by q form, okay, if here we look the p by q form, then if a number have terminating decimal expansion, then if we factorize q, that means denominator, we always get a factor 2 and 5. Okay, no other factor other than the 2 and 5. That means what I want to say, think about 5 by 2. Here in denominator q we have 2. Here we have 4. That means 2 multiply 2. Here we have 5. Here we have 10. That means 2 multiply 5. Here we have 16. That means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. That means if you look at the q, then here only 2 factors are there, 2 and 5. No any other factors are there. Okay, so if our number have terminating decimal expansion, then our q are in the form of 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. That means only 2 and 5 is there, no any other factors are present here. Okay, that is written here. We can observe that the denominators of the above rational numbers have powers of 2, 5, otherwise both. Okay, in some numbers we have factor 2, in some number we have factor 5, in some number we have factor 2 and 5 both, but other than that we have no any other factor. Okay, therefore we can conclude that the property which q must satisfy in p by q, so that the rational number p by q is terminating decimal, is that q must have powers of 2, 5, otherwise both. Okay, 2, 5, otherwise both. That means q are in the form of 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Only 2 and 5 is there. Okay, 2 can be 4 times, 5 times, can be m number of times. Okay, 5 can be 1 time, 2 time, 5 time, can be n times. Okay, but no any other factors are present in the form of q if p by q have terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so this is fixed. If a number is rational number, then denominator q are always in the form of 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n. Okay, then next is question number 7. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay, write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay, non-terminating, non-recurring means never terminate and never repeats the digit. So you can write any number here. We have lots of irrational number. Okay, non-terminating, non-recurring, it means irrational number. We have lots of irrational number. 0.4, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 4, 2, 3. Okay, whatever you want, you can write any answer, but just remember one thing, our digits cannot be repeat. That means here 4 can repeat, but all the patterns cannot be repeat. Okay, you can write any answer after decimal point, but just remember one thing, our pattern cannot be repeat here. So here 0.04, then 004, 0004, 4 times 04. Okay. So here our digits are not repeating. Okay, here our pattern is not repeat here. Okay, this is one type of pattern. Here we have one type of pattern 04, 004, 0004, but this pattern never repeats. Okay, that means just remember one thing, you can write any number. That means here you can write 5 point any digits 0, 3, 4, 5, 3, 7, whatever you want you can write, and at last infinite. Okay, that means 0.04, 004, whatever you want you can write, and at last there is 3 dots. It shows infinite number of digit. Okay, here even 0.07, 007, 0007, same pattern. Here even 0.013, 0013, 0013, whatever you want you can write here. Okay, only one thing is that never terminate, never repeat. Okay, then number 8, find 3 different irrational numbers. Find 3 different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Here we need to note one thing. In first exercise, we are find a 3 different rational number between the rational number. Okay, at that time we find the rational numbers. Here we need to find irrational numbers. Okay, in exercise 1.1, we already find rational numbers. Here we need to find irrational numbers. Okay, so this is difference. Now here what we need to do, here we have 2 rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. First of all, find out the answer of these 2 numbers. Okay, first of all find out the answer of 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Okay, now 5 by 7. So first of all 0.77 is 49. Okay, up to some digit we need to give. Do the division process. Here 1 is remainder 10, 7 1s are 7, 3 30, 7 4s are 28. We do not need to complete this division process. If we get the after decimal point 3 digits, then even it's okay. Okay, so here 5 by 7 it's a 0.714 something. Okay, then 9 by 11, here 0.011 8s are 88, 220, 1s are 11, 9 again 8s are, so 818181, right? So 5 by 7 it's a 0.714 something, and 9 by 11 it is a 0.818181 continuously. Okay, now we need to find 3 irrational number in between this 2 number. Now here we have 0.714 and here we have 0.818181. It means if we look at this number carefully, here we have 0.71 first 2 digit, and here we have 0.81. Okay, so in between we can take any 3 rational numbers. Okay, here in first case we have 0.71, in second number we have 0.81. So in between 71 and 81 we can take any 3 irrational number. That means, for example, I can take 0.73, 73, 073, then 0073, 0073. Okay, then in place of 73 you can write 74, and in place of you can write 75 even. So you will get the 3 irrational numbers in between these 2 rational numbers. Okay, here we need to find 3 irrational numbers. We have infinite irrational numbers in between these 2 rational numbers. Okay, we can write any answer. That means here I am going with 73, 75, 74, 75. You can also write 77, 79, 78. Okay, but main condition is in between 71 and 81. Okay, so in this way we can find some irrational number between 2 rational numbers. Okay, now number 9, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. Okay, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. So we need to decide here number is rational or irrational. Okay, so first number is under root 23. Okay, if in under root perfect square number is there, okay, then it is rational number. That means if we can find the square root, then it is rational number. If we cannot find the square root, then it is irrational number. Okay, if we can find the square root, then it is rational number. If we cannot find the square root, then it is irrational number. Okay, so here we cannot find the square root of 23. That's why this is irrational number. Okay, this is irrational number. Then under root 2 to 5, under root of 2 to 5. Now square root of 2 to 5, it's a 15, right? Square root of 225, it's a 15. So here we can find the square root. 15 is rational number, so this is rational number. Okay, here we can find the square root, that's why this is rational number. Okay, then number 3, 0.3796. 0.3796. So here our answer terminate, right? This is not continuous number. Okay, here our answer is terminate. That means this is terminating decimal expansion. Okay, that's why this is a terminating decimal expansion. And I already explained one thing in the theory part. If we have terminating decimal expansion, then it is rational number. Okay, if we have terminating decimal expansion, otherwise non-terminating repeating decimal expansion, both are the types of rational number. Okay, so here we have terminating decimal expansion, so that this is a rational number. Okay, this is rational number. Then 7.478478. Okay, here our answer is not terminating, that's why it is non-terminating. Okay, here our answer is not terminating, that's why it is called non-terminating. Okay, here 478 478 478 continuous. Okay, here we have 478 478, right? 478 478 continuously. That means digits are repeating. We can also write here 478 bar. Okay, we can also write 7.478 bar. It means that this is non-terminating repeating decimal expansion, right? It means that this is non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. That's why this is a rational number. Okay, here we have non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. That means this is rational number. Okay, we can find the answer. Here we do not need to convert in the P by Q form. Directly we can say that this is rational number. Okay, then number 5, 1.10 100 100 1401. Here our answer is not terminating, that's why this is non-terminating, right? Here our answer is does not terminate, that's why this is called non-terminating. Okay, now if we look for the pattern, then here 1 times 0, 2 times 0, 3 times 0, 4 times 0. That means our digits never repeats. Okay, if only 10 10 10 is there, then we can say that digits is repeating. But here 1 time 10, 1 time 100, 1 time 1000, 1 time 10,000, it means our digits are not repeating here. Okay, that's why this is non-terminating, non-repeating. Okay, this is the form of non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion. Okay, that's why this is irrational number, because non-terminating, non-recurring, it is the type of irrational number. That's why this is irrational number. Okay, so alternately, if we have terminating decimal expansion, otherwise non-terminating repeating decimal expansion, then we can say that our number is rational. But if we have non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansion, then it is irrational number. Okay, so students, here our exercise 1.3 is complete. If you have any doubt in this exercise, please write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Okay, thank you.